All right, so week one is in the books, and you can now go back and take a look at how we did. Some of you may be happy, some of you may not be. But just want to let you know what I do whenever at the end of a week to see how good I'm doing. So here's the confidencepoolpicks.com pick league that we are in. I'm going to go look at me right now. I'm down here, way down, 51 points. I followed our green picks, and one of our green picks, and I got 51. I'm like fifth in the end. And so does that mean that Confidence Pool Picks sucks and it's terrible and you shouldn't use it anymore? I would certainly hope not, because I keep on using it as well. So what I'm going to do is kind of tell you a little bit of my thought process after a week to tell what to do and see if I can adjust my picks. So the first thing I do is I take a look at my money pick. So I made a New York Jets money pick of 16. That did not hit. Obviously, the Jets got blown out by Baltimore. But I want to take a look at see what would have happened had that pick have hit. So if New York Jets had somehow pulled off the upset, and this is just to check my picks to make sure my pick strategy is right, I would have gotten 16 more points. So my 51 plus 16 would have been 66. So if the Jets would have won, I would have had 66 points. So I'm going to scroll up to 66 and see how that would have done. So here's 66. I'll be right about here, and I would have beaten everyone here at 65 for sure. But then I can look up here to see if all these people who had picked Baltimore. So here, the bald one here, he's a regular, picked Baltimore. So Baltimore would have lost in this case, and this person would have been way below me. So I would have beaten this person. So these people all picked Baltimore pretty high. So I'm just going to scroll all the way up to the top here. And this person here, LCD, who took first place, got 89. If Baltimore would have lost, this person would have gotten 74. So this person would have still beaten me because I only have 67. Stritz picks here, 12. 83 minus 12 would have been 71. It still would have beaten me. Ramsey's confident pick set would have gotten 82 minus 14, which is 68. That still would have beaten me. Mile High Murphy at 15 is 82. That would have given me 66. That would have tied me. So I'm starting to get close here to where I would have gotten had Jets have hit. So here's Baltimore. This would have been 68. So I'm still above me. This person here is still, would have been 79 minus 14, would have been 65. So I would have been here. So I would have been about 6th here. But then we also have to check the people that did pick the Jets for an upset. So I would have gotten 5th just for that. And here, these two people picked the Jets for upset, and they're above me. So they would have gotten above me. So if the Jets pick would have hit, if I would have somehow picked the upset, I would have only gotten maybe 7th or 8th place. So that just lets me know that maybe I'm not picking enough upsets. Everyone else here, I kind of follow the base picks. So I see my score is really low at 51, but if I went ahead and said, okay, what if I did get lucky and hit my pick, I still would have not finished in the money. I would have been like 8th. So that maybe just tells me maybe I need to pick a money pick, but also maybe a secondary kind of money pick to move up. So that's something I will consider for my next pick for week 2. Also take into account that we have a relatively large league here. There's some of these people aren't really showing up. But we have maybe, I would guess, 50 people. So this is a relatively large league, which means that we probably need more than just one green pick to win. The other thing I want to do is let's take a look and see what the strategies are for the people that did win. So congrats to LCD. LCD did awesome. Beat us all at 89. And just taking a look here, what I usually like to do is to see what upset picks this person made. So here, LCD made 2 upset picks here. One is Chicago. This is a big one because this was a 7-point underdog, and they picked the Chicago to win. Must be a Bears fan. And then here also picked the New York Giants to win. This was also a rather large upset. This is one of our money picks, and this was a large upset. So LCD here picked 2 money picks 2 high-risk upsets to win and hit on both of them. And that's probably why this person took first place. It's really hard to hit 2, but sometimes it happens. And usually what we do is we usually advocate picking really high. So maybe this Giants at 16 or something like that, and moving Chicago up a lot more. But in this case, it worked out really well for LCD. That they picked kind of lower upset picks, and therefore even if it didn't hit, at least they would keep higher in the points for the season. for the season race. So this is interesting. So two lucky got lucky, hit two on very good upset picks. So congratulations to LCD on that. I'm going to look at Stritz picks, our second place winner here. And second place winner had an interesting strategy. Went with three small upsets. So Cleveland, Minnesota, and who's the third one that they went with? Cleveland, Minnesota, and they went with Jacksonville as well. So Jacksonville actually did not hit. So they hit with Cleveland and Minnesota at low, and was able to get into second place because of that. So that's an interesting strategy that we do not advocate, but it's definitely something I would like to take a look into to see if that's an interesting strategy to do, is to do smaller picks with lesser upsets but more often. So congratulations to Stritz picks for taking second. Third place was Ramsey's confident pick set here. So whoever Ramsey is, Ramsey's confident pick set went with our New York Giants money pick and hit it. And this was a pick that we advocated for. He or she exactly followed the risk pick table here with the New York Jets with high risk table, and was able to come in third because the Giants had hit. So that makes me feel pretty good that we might know what we're talking about, and we might be able to get lucky too. Came in third place. Sometimes you just get lucky or unlucky, and people finish ahead of you. So that's interesting there. The only thing maybe you could do is increase another upset potentially to increase one. Maybe take another one of these picks here, maybe Cleveland or somebody, and moved it up. So if that would have happened, Cleveland, where's Cleveland? Cleveland's here. This person would have picked Cleveland and maybe at 4 or 5. Well, in this case, it has to be like 7 or 8 in order to get it past LCD here, who had a really great week. So that's another just consideration. Potentially we need, for our picks, we need a secondary kind of an upset pick. So that's kind of like where we are. There's no need to panic at this point. It's very early in the season. For me, my learning is I probably need to make 2 upset picks, or at least 1 major upset pick and 1 mild upset pick, and go from there. So good luck with everyone for the rest of the season, and I'll see you for week 2.